Underhanded things that Lucifer has done. There are a few underhanded things that I've actually done. Uh, there, back in the old days when I used to run the space program, there were a few things that I have a few things to get off my chest. Anyway, back in in the old astronaut days, like this is probably hundreds of years ago, certain people would be embezzling or doing a few things, and you should look this up too. This is one of the things we probably burned the records for. But what we did was there were a few people that were embezzling or stealing or withholding or doing things very underhandedly, and they were causing a problem for the group, you might say. And we wanted to know what was really going on. So well, when we found them, we stuck them in a pod. We drugged them, and then we stuck them in a pod. And like I say, the space program was very well known, very, very well known. And so they had seen lots of rocket launches, and they had seen everything else. And so one of the underhanded things that I did was there was there's a few people where they they had been responsible for some really bad things, basically. And so we wanted to know, I wanted to know about a few things. So, and they wouldn't give up, and we knew that they would just lie or they wouldn't tell us or something else like that. So, and like I said, we also had simulations. We could simulate rocket launches. Like I said, this is somewhere in Russia. Anyway, so we grabbed them, we drugged them, they passed out, and when they woke up, they found themselves inside of the capsule. Like I said, we always had a spare rocket just lying around, inside one of the hangars. So anyway, they really didn't know that the rocket that they were in probably wasn't going to really launch. But basically, yeah, I mean, we always had a couple of them out there somewhere. So basically, they woke up inside of the rocket. I mean, inside of the thing, and we told them that we were going to launch them into the sun. Basically, um, anyway, like I say, we wanted to know everything about what was going on with a few people. Because there was a lot of death and a lot of this and a lot of that, and we wanted to know the whole story, basically. So you would probably find this probably about 500 years ago. We grabbed some people, like some bad things had happened, and I was tired of dealing with I was tired of playing catch up. So we grabbed these people and we put them in the rocket, and we told them that we were going to send them to the sun, basically. We were like, we're gonna launch you at the sun, basically. Anyway, so there were probably about 5 or 6 people, supposed high-ranking officials or something like that we put in there, and it worked out pretty good. Like we found out a lot of information. Some of my people were like, "Oh man, you don't want to know what this guy had told us, about what was going on." Anyway, so we found out a lot of information basically, and only one of them I might have actually launched into the sun because it was really that bad or something like that. My people might have said, anyway, I might have sacrificed a rocket. I don't know, but mostly it was just I did my own little scam basically, where I pretty much we convinced these people that they were about to be launched into the sun or launched basically at a planet or something like that, and I didn't really care about the rocket. So we found out, we interrogated them a little bit. We didn't really interrogate them. We just told them that they had a choice, basically. And we flicked on some lights and made it sound like the ship was fueling or something like that. It's like, well, filling it up. Yeah, I'm the only one. LS me. I'm the only one that has actually, to my knowledge, I'm the only one that has actually strapped someone or had someone drugged and then put inside of a capsule of a rocket and told them that they were going to be launched into space. If they didn't tell us everything they knew about what was going on with the problems. So anyway, so yeah, quite a few of them did give up a lot of information about certain things. And we found out about a lot of things that were going on in the world. like I said, we flicked on the lights. We made it sound like the rocket was fueling. It actually was a classic thing. It was a classic thing. Anyway, so probably about 500 years ago, 400 years ago or something, we grabbed some people that were really bad, and we knew they wouldn't tell us the truth, and we knew that there was no way of making them talk really other than. Anyway, so we convinced them that we didn't necessarily know if what they said was true. We would have to check that out, of course. But yeah, it's one of those classic Lucifer things where I put them in a rocket and told them that we were going to launch them at the sun, at the star in the center of the solar system. So yeah, I did that in Russia. It was one of my classic old thing. We yeah, we grabbed them, we drugged them, then we put them inside the rocket capsule, and we basically interrogated them and had them tell us everything about what was going on. So yeah, they thought they were about to die. You know, we turned on the little dial so it looked like it was fueling. We said, you know what that is right there? That's the fuel being put into the rocket. Anyway, needless to say, they were scared and worried and figured that they were going to die. So, um, yeah, it's a classic Lucifer thing, by the way. So you should look that up too. Later on, we encountered some serious problems with using that method, and after a little while, I just stopped doing it because I was like, I think we did maybe 50 people that way or something, or at least five. But I mean, after you do five, it's like, well, it's the jig is up. They're gonna know. But I mean, it works the first few times, and then people find out about it. So. And it doesn't work anyway. But that is a classic Lucifer thing that I did. I had the rocket, and I was pissed off at one of them because he wasn't going to talk, and I really wanted to know about some people. I think there was a little girl involved or something like that, and we were like, I want to know. So, and I think I might have actually told them to go ahead and launch one into the into the sun. I'm not sure, because you could change where it was going to go and all that. But anyway. Just give it coordinates or give it trajectory into the sun. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, we did a few things like that. So, yeah, because we could do simulations and stuff like that. So anyway, yeah, I did a few underhanded things because there were people getting kidnapped, there were people getting killed, and I didn't have time to play catch up. I needed to know what, who, where, when, why, and what was going on right then and there. And to me, it seemed like the fastest way. So that's an LS thing I did right there. So yeah, classic LS. So anyway, yes, I did. Anyway, you can probably find it somewhere maybe in the chronicles of Russia. Probably about 500 or 600 years ago. I don't know, some point in time. But yeah, I mean, once we did it 6 times, it worked the first like 6 or 8 times or 15 times, and then the word got out. So, and then we stopped doing it because like, yeah. Well, I mean, it saved a few people's lives. I think one time there were some people that were being held hostage or something or captive or something like that, and I needed to know right then and there where they were. So we found out. Anyway, yeah. For truth, justice, and glory. LS. Lusifer Star. Or Brian.